video, and I'm super excited about this one, even though it might run a little short. Today I am filming my July wrap-up video, and I haven't had that much of an exciting reading month, considering I've only read 2 books this month, which is a little disappointing, but I had a dilemma, and my dilemma was kind of hurting my reading a little bit, and this is also the reason why I didn't film a July TBR. So the reason why I didn't film a July TBR is because I didn't know what I wanted to read. I knew I had to read some school requirements for when I go back to school in September, such as Jane Eyre, The Count of Monte Cristo, and I Am Malala, but I didn't know if I was going to read those and what I was going to do, and I didn't know what young adult books I wanted to read or any book in particular, so it was kind of a dilemma, but I knew I had to finish one book, and that was at least one book that I finished this month, and that was Air Fire by Sarah J. Maas. Now I'm going to not go too in-depth with this synopsis, considering it is the 3rd installment of the Throne of Glass series. I gave this book 3.5 out of 5 stars. It definitely wasn't my favorite out of the series that I've read so far, like Throne of Glass and Air Fire, Crown of Midnight. I felt like since this is a lot longer than Crown of Midnight or Throne of Glass, it took me a while to go through, considering I'm not the biggest fan of fantasy novels, and it just felt slow to me while I was reading it. But I did like the introduction of new characters such as Manon and Rowan. Definitely Rowan, because who doesn't love Rowan Whitethorn, I'm pretty sure his last name is, or is it Blackthorn? I think it's Whitethorn. So yeah, I felt like the story did need a little bit of a push, and we definitely got that through the ending, which was nice, and I was surprised that what happened throughout the story. So I didn't enjoy it as much as the other 2, but I definitely enjoyed it. So yeah, 3.5 stars to Air of Fire, and I really enjoyed it, and I'll have the book linked down below as well as the Goodreads about the book linked down below, so you'll have, if you finish Crown of Midnight, then you'll kind of know more what this book is about. The next book I have that I read, well, I actually don't have the physical copy with me because I rented it or borrowed it from the library, and I returned it already, so I don't have it with me physically, but I'll have the Goodreads of it linked down below, and where you can buy it linked down below, so it would be easy access for you. So the book that I read, the only other book that I read this month, was Hello, Goodbye, and Everything in Between by Jennifer E. Smith. Now this book was definitely my favorite out of the Jennifer E. Smith books that I've read. I read The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith, and The Geography of You and Me by Jennifer E. Smith, which I also borrowed from the library. This one was definitely not this one. The Hello, Goodbye, and Everything in Between by Jennifer E. Smith was definitely my favorite out of all 3 that I've read of hers, just because I liked it a lot more. So I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars, even though I liked it out of all of them. I felt like the writing was definitely basic writing, but it was what I needed to get back into reading some of my book requirements for school, such as Jane Eyre. And it definitely did that. I read this book in less than 8 hours, which was amazing. It wasn't that long. It was only 250 pages, so it's not really that much of an accomplishment, but I feel like I was happy with myself for reading it in less than 8 hours. Hello, Goodbye, and Everything in Between follows as the 2 main characters, Aiden and Claire, who are on their last night together before they go to college, and Aiden and Claire are both going to colleges on each different sides of the country. Aiden is going to UCLA in California, and Claire is going to Dartmouth in New Hampshire. And they have been dating for 2 years, and they're trying to decide whether or not they should break up. And I felt like that synopsis was kind of cool. I haven't read really any contemporary like that, surprisingly, because I read contemporaries a lot, but I really liked it. I liked the two characters a lot. I think they felt real, and the only thing I felt the book could have was dual points of view. It was written in third person, but it was definitely third person limited, with mostly the point of view of Claire, who is the girlfriend, obviously. So, even though there wasn't dual points of view, I still thought it was a solid story, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I thought it was a good pick-me-up book, and I really do recommend it if you're trying to get out of a reading slump. Just as a quick read. So that is it for my July wrap-up. This is so weird because normally I'm filming much longer videos, but I'm not this month because I only read 2 books, which is quite sad. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and comment down below if you did, or like this video, and even subscribe if you want to see more if you want to see more wrap-ups, TBRs, and even the tag and challenge videos that Megan and I do together when we all the links for the books that I talked about in this video, and I'll also have all the links for my social medias such as Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads, as well as Megan's Goodreads. So that's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!